Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. It's Groundhog Day. And if you can kind of see behind me, it's very bright out, which means it's a really fair chance for the groundhog this morning to see his shadow or not see his shadow. What do you think happens when it's really, really cloudy outside on Groundhog Day? Can the groundhog see his shadow that well? I don't know. So what I'm doing today, this morning, is it's still early and the sun is just rising up over there. And I thought I would come outside and make a groundhog burrow. So unfortunately, I don't have a groundhog stuffed animal, but I have a hedgehog. And I feel like a hog family is like close enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my camera down here and just place it in the snow. Oops. There we go. I'm going to take the snow. I'm going to put on my mitts because it's awfully cold outside and I don't want my hands to get too cold. But I'm going to make a burrow for the groundhog. Now, did you know that groundhogs live underground in burrows and they do hibernate? So in Wyerton, where Wyerton Willie lives, and he's our Canadian ambassador for Groundhog Day, he has been hibernating for a long time, all winter. And even though it's really, really cold outside, for February 2nd, they wake him up. And how they do that is he's in kind of a special, right now he has web cameras on him because we have to make sure that it's all live so all the people can see it. So what they're doing is they are warming up his enclosure, his habitat, a couple degrees every single day, and they're encouraging him to slowly wake up naturally, and then he'll be able to pop out of his hole, take a look around, see his shadow or not, and then slowly go back in his hole and continue sleeping for the rest of the winter. So what I'm going to do on the ground here is I'm going to gather some snow and I'm going to try and make kind of a hole for my Wyerton Willie, my hedgehog groundhog, to live in. Now the snow is not really packing snow right now. It's kind of powdery snow. So I may have to work hard at this, but that's okay. That's part of the fun about being outside, and it's so nice with the sun shining. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little hole here and pop him in. And I wonder if he'll be able to see his shadow. Now if I walk around, I wonder if I can see where his face is directed. It is a shadow looking down. Now if he's this way, it's all sunlight over here and he wouldn't be able to see his shadow. So it kind of depends which way the groundhog pops out of his hole. If he pops out whoop, like this and he looks right down, then he would see his shadow. But if he pops down and is looking this way, then he wouldn't. So really it all depends on the position that he's in. What way is he facing? North, east, southwest, right, left, forwards or backwards? It's all kind of dependent on that. Now, if you can see behind me, hopefully we can see my shadow. So my shadow is stretching all the way down the sidewalk here. And when you're facing the sun, so I'm squinting right now, I'm facing the sun, you can see the shadow of my phone. When you are facing the sun, the shadow should be behind you. And I'll move my hands and hopefully you can see the shadow behind me. Now the other really cool thing I wanted to show you that I did outside last night is I took some balloons, regular balloons, and I filled them with water and I put food coloring in with the water. I'll bring this back down so I can show you. And I froze them all night overnight. I did a couple of them. And so I brought some scissors out. Oh, where did I put them? And I thought this would be cool to see if we can make some like neat marbles in the snow. So you can see there's the top of the balloon, the frozen ball. And this is a really pretty blue one. Look at that. Wow. Now maybe it wasn't cold enough for it to freeze all the way, or maybe it was kind of too close to my house. There is a really neat marble. So I'm gonna leave it out to decorate. Oh, wow. So it wasn't frozen in the middle. So you can see that all of the ice or the water came out there and now I have a hole. So now it's kind of a cool encapsulated balloon. So let's try this one. I wonder what the temperature needs to drop down to for it to freeze all the way. When I say it was too close to my house, I put it right outside the door, and sometimes the heat from our house can encourage things not to freeze because the warmth of our homes. So this would make a really cool habitat maybe for like a little ice habitat for a penguin. So maybe Anna and I this afternoon will play outside and make a penguin habitat. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you get outside and enjoy the sun. Go for a nice walk. Try and find your shadow. And I'm gonna post some cool shadow art for us to do today too. All right, I'll see you later.